Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Drew Jets Show. Today we're going to be talking about the Jets playing in the snow tomorrow, a couple roster moves we made, and whether or not we should be rooting for a Jets win against the Patriots. So without any hesitation, let's get started. Starting off with the snow game. That's right, it's going to be snowing in tomorrow's Jets-Patriots showdown. The weather forecast is projecting 6 to 10 inches of snow. So in a game that already features two bottom 10 offenses and two top 10 defenses, don't expect a lot of points to be scored. The over-under for this game is 30. Definitely hammer the under. Not a lot of points are going to be scored in this game. I wouldn't even be surprised if this game doesn't even match 10 total points scored. Like, it's going to be that low-scoring affair of a game. And honestly, I cannot wait, because snow games are always classics. They're always games that are fun to watch, and hopefully this is no different. And especially with there being 6 to 10 inches of snow, I mean, that's a lot of snow. And most of the time in snow games, you see teams run the football a lot. So you could definitely expect the Jets to see a ground and pound offense tomorrow, potentially ran through Breece Hall. And a reason that gets me very excited is the fact that Breece Hall is only 184 yards away from reaching 1,000 on the season. Now, of course, 184 yards is a lot, and with the Patriots having the second best run defense in the NFL, more than likely he's not going to get that mark. But if we force feed Breece Hall the ball, I'm just saying, he could potentially reach that 184-yard mark and get 1,000 rushing yards on the season. But moving on to the roster moves the Jets made before this game. We signed 4 people to the active roster: Xavier Valade, Bakary Ball, Chris Glazer, and Bruce Hector. We placed 3 people on IR: Zach Wilson, Jake Hansen, and Jeremy Ruckert, and we elevated Nick Baldwin and Austin Seibert off of the practice squad to the active roster ahead of tomorrow's game. Now, first and foremost, definitely interesting the Jets elevated Austin Seibert off the practice squad, because as far as I'm concerned, Greg Zuerlein has not been activated or not been put on the injury report. He didn't appear on the injury report all week. I know he was dealing with a calf injury before the Cleveland game, but he wasn't on the injury report this week. Doesn't have any game destination or anything like that. So, I mean, it's just interesting to why Austin Seibert was activated onto the roster, unless the Jets are planning to use 2 kickers. I really don't know. But one move that really got me excited was Xavier Valade, and the Jets signed him through 2025 as well. So he's not just signed to like a 1-year deal. He's a free agent after this game sort of thing. No, he's been on our practice squad all season long. The Jets have felt really comfortable with him, I'm guessing, and we signed him through the 2025 season. And he could potentially be our running back 3 for the next 2 years. Because as of now, Breece Hall and Israel Abanikanda were the only 2 running backs on our roster for next year. But now with the Jets signing Xavier Valade, that gives us a 3rd running back for next season. And I'm not saying he's going to be running back 3 next year or anything, but he's definitely an interesting prospect. And he has, no reps taken in an NFL game. He's, a rookie. The Jets signed him they signed him to the practice squad at the very start of the year. Like when teams are adding players to the practice squads to fill up those 16 spots, the Jets signed him because he was originally signed as an undrafted free agent by the Houston Texans. They cut him after a preseason game. Then he signs to the Pittsburgh Steelers, plays in their final 2 preseason games, doesn't do much of anything. The Steelers cut him. He signs to the Jets practice squad, and he's been there for the entire year. And Valade had a very productive college career. In the 5 seasons he's played in college, 3 of them he had over 1,000 rushing yards, including last season in Arizona State. We also ran for 18 touchdowns and being a 2nd-team All-Pac-12. So this dude definitely has produced at a high level before, has definitely put up great stats, and he's also very fast, running a 4.46 at his 40-yard dash. He's a really speedy, elusive, and explosive back that could potentially find a role on this Jets team in the future. So I'm pretty excited by the Xavier Valade signing. And the final thing, should we root for a New York Jets win tomorrow? And this is the discord that's been going through the fan base the entire week. Because on one hand, if you beat the New England Patriots, you, first off, in our 15-game losing streak against New England, and you beat Bill Belichick in potentially his last game as the Patriots head coach. But then if you win this football game, you get potentially a worse draft pick, and the Patriots get a better draft pick. Opposed to you losing, you could potentially have as high as the 5th overall pick in this draft, and the Patriots could potentially be knocked out of the top 3 picks, ensuring that they would potentially be out of the running for the top 3 quarterbacks in the draft. So there's a lot that could happen with a Jets win in this game. Because also, if the Jets win, we're currently picking 8th right now. If you win, the pick could go as high as 12. Of course, if you lose, the pick could go as high as 5. There's definitely a lot of side effects to winning this game and also losing this game. So what am I doing tomorrow? I'm honestly just going in blind. Like, I don't care what happens. If we win, we win. I'm not really disappointed with us getting a worse draft pick. If we lose, excited that our draft pick might potentially be high. And that's another thing. If the Jets lose this football game, it's not guaranteed that our pick gets better than 8. If anything, our pick could go up. We could go all the way up to 9 or 10. So there's no guarantee that the Jets, with a loss, would get a better draft pick. But honestly, I'm just going in blind. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to be too disappointed with the result of this game. But ladies and gentlemen, what are you doing? Are you excited for a Jets snow game? Are you rooting for a loss? Are you rooting for a win? What are your thoughts on the roster moves we made? Comment down below. But I'm your host, Jets, signing off for now. See you guys later.